On a cold February night in 2004, a 21-year-old college student crashed her car on a remote New Hampshire road and vanished. No footprints, no witnesses, no conclusive evidence. 20 years later, the disappearance of Maura Murray remains one of the most baffling unsolved cases in American history. Maura Murray was a bright, athletic, and disciplined young woman. She had been a cadet at West Point and later transferred to the University of Massachusetts Amherst to study nursing. On the surface, she appeared successful, but beneath that image were mounting personal struggles. Academic pressure, a recent car accident, and legal trouble were beginning to weigh heavily on her. On February 9, 2004, Maura left campus abruptly. There were no footprints in the snow leading away. No signs of struggle, no clear direction of travel. She told her professors there had been a death in the family. There hadn't. A local bus driver who lived nearby stopped and asked if she needed help. She declined, saying she had already called roadside assistance, but no call was ever traced. That afternoon, she withdrew nearly all the money in her bank account, but alcohol at a nearby liquor store, and began driving north toward the White Mountains of New Hampshire. But with no remains or physical evidence, each theory leads to more questions. That evening, at approximately 7:27 p.m., her black Saturn sedan veered off Route 112 near Haverhill, New Hampshire. When police arrived just minutes later, Maura was gone. But nothing, no sign of Maura, her clothing, her belongings, or her phone was ever found. They believe someone knows what happened and that justice is still possible. Her sister Julie launched a podcast titled Media Pressure, challenging the original investigation and calling attention to key pieces of overlooked evidence like handwritten phone numbers found in Maura's car and delays in law enforcement response time. The car doors were locked. Inside, officers found alcohol, some of it unopened, and a box of wine had spilled in the vehicle. Search efforts began immediately. Dogs, helicopters, volunteers, thermal imaging. As the years passed, theories began to circulate. Some believe she staged her disappearance fleeing to start a new life. But she left her personal belongings, including her ID and makeup. Others believe she was the victim of foul play, possibly picked up by a passing driver or stalked by someone who saw her crash. Another theory suggests she may have wandered into the woods, disoriented, and succumbed to the elements. Several years later, Maura's father claimed a man gave him a bloody knife, saying his brother may have killed Maura, but testing was inconclusive. In 2024, on the 20th anniversary of her disappearance, the FBI released an age-progressed image showing what she might look like today. Still, the trail remained cold. Maura's family has never stopped searching. To this day, her family believes Maura did not plan to disappear. What really happened to Maura Murray that night? Was it an accident, a crime, or something else entirely? 2 decades later, one of the most haunting questions in true crime remains unanswered. Maura Murray was last seen on February 9, 2004. She would be 43 years old today. If you have any information, contact the New Hampshire Cold Case Unit, and if you want more mysteries like this, subscribe.